Howdy folks, I'm Brian.
I'm Amber.
And here's some Reddit, but before we begin, don't forget we have a live stream today at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. We also have a slide at the end of this video that will show you the times from some time zones, not all time zones. So let's get started. Alright, our first letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Refusing to Pay a Bill That My In-Laws Stuck Us With? Longtime reader, first-time poster, I'm a 31-year-old female, and my new husband, a 33-year-old male, are in a bit of a dilemma with his parents. For some context, our wedding was about 2.5 weeks ago, and we immediately left for our honeymoon. We provided both of our parents instructions on how to get into our home in case of an emergency. I will do my best to recount the story with zero emotion from a neutral perspective and stick to the facts so that I don't influence your decision. We returned from our honeymoon to a new garage lift installed in our home. We did not need or want a new garage lift, and it wasn't even on our radar of things to fix. The previous one in place worked completely fine, although it was a bit old. His dad was super excited about it, and we did find it to be a cross boundary on its own, but then he handed us the bill and said it's due in a week. That's right, folks. Scheduled maintenance without your consent. We obviously did not budget for this, and my husband told his parents that. They did not care and told us to figure out a way to pay it, and even suggested using some of our wedding gift money to pay the bill. About a week ago, his dad said that he understood where we're coming from, that it was his idea to do the garage, and that it was a gift, so he would cover the payment. Please keep in mind that we both said nothing about the cross boundary. Well, last night they called us on speakerphone and his dad asked if we had paid the bill yet. We said that we had not, and as he told us that he would be paying. His mom yelled, absolutely not. The parents are going on a trip over Thanksgiving. In an attempt to get them to empathize with our situation, my husband asked how they would feel if we made a change to their home on something that they hadn't budgeted for or even needed while they were away and handed them a bill on return. His mom hung up the phone and has blocked his calls since. Real mature. She texted him this morning saying, "You are rude. Dad and I do not deserve this disrespect, and we are done with you." Have I completely lost my mind, or are we jerks? Edited to add. It's such a weight off my shoulders to have so many of you saying that I'm not the jerk. Honestly, all I could picture is them sitting at home having the same conversation we're having, but they think that we're the jerks. To answer some questions. The contractor is their very close friend. His name with our address is on the invoice, which could be why the bill wasn't paid upfront or immediately after the work was completed. I've had a lot of questions about what I mean by a garage lift. Truly, I don't even know what it is, but the box says Lift Master, and it's a square thing on the ceiling of the garage that lifts your garage door. Oddly, we have two, and they only replaced one side. That one is much older than the other side. There was zero rationale on why they decided to do this. This is not new behavior at all. They constantly cross boundaries and act angry and upset at our attempts to set healthy boundaries. Both sets of parents help with our down payment. We bought the home just under a year ago, and it's my husband's and my name only on the deed. In conversations about changes we would like to make to the house, his parents constantly say that we need to do this or we need to do that for stuff that we hadn't even thought about. They have brought up the garage door lift before because it's old, but fully functional. Sometimes I feel like they think it's their house and that they have a say because of the down payment help. Again, said it was a gift. A smaller incident that happened this summer was where his mother called a pool service for something that we were fully capable of fixing ourselves, and she knew that we had it handled. My now husband yelled at her, and she punished him by ignoring his calls and texts for days. It got to the point where he apologized to her. I think I got everything, but please let me know if there are any further context which I can provide or questions I can answer. I want to ensure everyone has the full picture of the situation. All right, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk. I don't know where OP lives, but that sounds kind of illegal to make
It
changes to
does.
your house without your consent and then stick you with the bill.
I do think that this sounds like one of those cases where there are people sometimes who will come up to your car and like wash the windshield for you, like out of the blue while you're sitting at a traffic stop, and then demand you to pay them money. And it sounds kind of like that, where they're like, "Okay, I cleaned your car windshield, pay me," type of thing, right? Um, I don't know. I saw that in like a movie or a TV show or something like that, so that may or may not really happen. But the point is this: no, why would you owe them any money at all? Like, if this was supposed to be a gift, gifts do not come with strings attached,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's no room for that. It's just absolutely absurd, and I can't believe that they're trying to force this on you because there's just no grounds for it. No one would expect a gift to be something that you would have to pay for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless that was like talked about ahead of time and it was like, oh, we'll pay for half of the gift and you pay for the other half of the gift,
Mm-hmm.
right? But no, there wasn't any of that here. You know, my cynical side here wonders, since this contractor was their close best bud type person, I wonder, I wonder if he offered them a kickback.
Probably either that or it benefits them in some other way to
Yeah.
keep him happy.
Yeah. Like I imagine that because he's their close friend that he got some work out of them and he and they know what they're doing here and they're like, "Oh yeah, our children will have to be forced to pay this bill. We'll make sure you got some business here." Which just seems kind of shady,
Mm-hmm.
but this is of course pure speculation. I have no idea. I just have no idea. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And MD Thomas says, edit for clarification, a gift doesn't come with a price tag. They, the parents, made the purchase. They, the parents, are responsible for paying, not the jerk.
Mm-hmm.
And Maddie Davies says, I don't understand how OP or the husband could even be liable for the bill. They never signed a contract. Legally, it would be between the in laws and the business, would it not? That's what I would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that since OP never signed any kind of contract, they're not going to be liable for this. And if they took this to court, then probably the parents would be liable for if anything, right? The contractor should have made sure that whoever they were doing the work for authorized it. And I'm pretty sure that if a contractor does work on your house and you haven't authorized it, they're responsible for that
Mm-hmm.
to some degree. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here. Let me know what kind of tea you think I've got. And Amber's got a joke. She also has tea, but the tea is less funny.
Why was the musician arrested?
Why was the musician arrested? Well, because they were the Pied Piper and they stole all the children, and that's kind of a felony. So kidnapping is wrong. I can't disagree why that seems pretty logical to me. I'm fine with that.
They got in trouble.
By stealing children, like I said. They kidnapped them all. That's what the Pied Piper did. It's not cool. Not cool. And I've got Earl Grey. Alright folks, that's all the time we've got for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider giving it a like. And if you didn't, consider giving it a dislike. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully we'll see you at the live stream later today. If not, then we'll catch you another time. So thanks so much for watching and we'll see you all today.
Bye.